And we're live on the twitch.tv/Xisuma. Playing Create together. And today, peeps, my computer is crunching numbers, it's crushing algorithms, it's doing a bunch of stuff. And so the game might be laggy? What are we getting here? Like, 80 frames, not bad. Yeah, I'm trying to convert the Hermitcraft Season 6 world for Bedrock, and it is taking longer than I expected. So it's still running at the moment, so we might see some funkiness here and there. Anyway, welcome back everyone. Thank you for the bananas in chat. Truly do appreciate that. That rhymes, that was cool. I like the rhymes. Oh yes, I do. Skit Sketch says, okay, sorry, Nightbot crushing my hopes and dreams. Jeez, Nightbot, I mean, that's just aggressive right there. That's a bit too much. I think it should be one of my rules. There should be no crushing of hopes and dreams on these streams. Let's grab the destruction gadget. I think this thing was set up so we could blitz across like this. Get rid of some of this stuff. We need some more andesite though. I remember where we left off. We did a fair bit last stream. Feels like, you know, we set out to do a project in a stream and then we finish it over like the next two. And I don't really know what I'm going to do for this one. We do need to keep an eye on cooked food and leather coming through. I did a little sneaky check when I was in camera count mode and all the baby cows were hanging out. So in about 20 minutes we should at least see something. I had an idea for this, sugarcane, which we're going to need lots of paper. We could potentially just put it in here for now. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I thought it wasn't working for a second. But okay, then I'd... yeah, and then that. Oh, no, it wouldn't, because... what a derp! I didn't think things through. This is what happens when you think about stuff when you're not in the game. You forget some key detail. Some ridiculously key detail. Like, yeah, that's one block higher. Wasting my time, aren't I? Well, I guess there's no shortcut to a cheap sugarcane farm then. We got Winnie T. Ford here for 39 months. Incredible, saying keep up the great content. It has been a fun time. Awesome. I'm assuming you mean just with the create stuff. And we've got a whole bunch of peeps on here who've certainly been having fun, I imagine. I've been enjoying it. It's been a blast. Glad you're enjoying it too. Let's go get the andesite. Okay. There it is. Okay, we still have loads in our inventory. I didn't put it away before someone tells me I did. Hello X, I just want to say I've been able to survive the lockdown thanks to you, says Penguin Craft. I'm sure it was more you than me that survived it, but thank you, I appreciate that. Glad to have been of help. So yeah, we'll take it. We definitely need less than a stack of those. Also, I do actually need some of this on me. Dot Hidden says, X, if you could remove one feature from Minecraft, what would it be? Many say mending. I would definitely remove blocks. Okay? Just get rid of blocks in this game in general. I think it would be much better without them, you know? They're too constricting, these blocks in this game. Yeah, it was like the least funny thing ever, but whatever. My energy isn't with me today. I'm a little bit knackered on the knackered side because you know why I'm knackered. Come on. Come on, chat knows me well enough by now. I've waffled on about all my my dealings. Why am I tired today of all days, peeps? Jabby jab, says TBNR. No. I don't have my second jab for a long time. Also, the first jab didn't even make me tired. Me, says Chronic Sonic. No. Oh, these people. It's a Saturday. They should know already. I'm disappointed, peeps. I'm feeling a little bit let down here. Curry night, says Sally Ann. Curry hangover, what is that? That's not even a real thing. There's no such thing. Propaganda, stop spreading lies. Yeah, I'm knackered because on Saturdays I get a big curry or a takeaway, and that means I don't eat a lot of food in the day. So I'm feeling pretty like, pretty mellow. Pretty tired. But I'm undecided, right? Do you know what? I'll tell you what I'm sick and tired of. I'm sick and tired of lockdown. Okay, it's almost over here, although it'll still feel like it for a long time until we get the jab and some normality sort of comes back, right? But like, it just feels like it's just the same old thing over and over again. So I'm like, I'm trying to pick a movie to watch. Well, what am I going to watch today and enjoy? It's like, I just don't really even care much, you know? Just feel perpetually bored with this lockdown life. And then when it comes to food, I'm like, yeah, I fancy a curry, but like, I sort of don't really care. Today, maybe I'm in a weird mood. I just feel like so fed up with this being the thing to look forward to every week, right? Like a movie and a takeaway. Ugh. Ugh. Anyway, I'll probably order a curry again, but I was going to order a pizza and I changed my mind, and then I was like, maybe a Chinese. I haven't had a Chinese in ages. Not really that keen on Chinese takeaway, but it's all just like indecision, choice paralysis. Because the bottom line is I don't really care much. It's just I'm sick and tired of this just being the thing to look forward to. I want to get back to some normality, you know? Complex says Chinese takeaway is rubbish, capital letters. That's very passionate right there. That's very passionate. I mean, what makes you bring out the capital letters, my dude? I'm not going to defend the old Chinese takeaway because I, for the most part, kind of agree. Indian takeaway is god tier in my opinion, says Bebs. Yep, so I feel the same. It's just that like when it's the same thing each week, you want a little bit of variety or something, right? Oh, that's too high, I see. Whatever. Cuplex says, I'm Chinese and the food is rubbish in restaurants. I can imagine that, like it being different from actual authentic cuisine, yeah? Homemade stuff. For me, the reason I don't like it is because it's just not the same as a buffet. When you go to a buffet, you can have like a little bit of everything, but I find that the portions and portion sizes, they just don't do it for me for some reason. I just don't get that excited about it. But if you go to a buffet, you can sort of have a little bit of everything, which I think suits it well. Oh, I see what I've done here. Now, is that because I've only got 4 blocks left? Probably. Can I make them here? Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. So when we get to this bit, we've got some of that to deal with. Come on. Come on! Okay, I've been trying to tone down the old food talk lately, right? People keep commenting on it. X, you keep talking about food. Every message in my chat right now is just food talk. Just food talk. That must be local to you. In Belgium, it's relatively normal to order tiny portions at takeout, says MC Boyan. Yeah, in Spain, I think they call it tapas, where you have like lots of small portions of something. That's not really a thing here I'm aware of anywhere. There's probably some places that do it, but for the most part, it's like the portion sizes are just not particularly appetizing. Right, anyway, I'm going to put that there, put that here, and then we'll find the middle on this side. put this in. Good stuff. Right, so we should be all out of the torches. Excellent. And I think for the roof in here, we're literally just going to replace everything you see up there with just one block. One dark block. And as well as that, we're going to then bring a couple of these blocks up to that level. Let's grab the destruction gadget. We might be done super quick here. It's kind of funny. Like, I thought we had like a lot of work ahead of us, and then we jump into the world and it's like, oh, maybe not that much. Yeah, this one's going to be a little tricky to get right. And I don't think it would be disastrous if we got it wrong. That's actually the maximum size I think you can do in one go. Okay, so then we need to place a couple of blocks around. No, stay away from me. I'm bad news. No, I'm bad news. Oh, no, no. Whoa. Yeah, don't try and escape. I know how they work. Whenever there's a new path, they try and take it. Let's hold down shift, which I thought I was doing, but apparently I wasn't. So now if I go here... Oh, look at that. Perfect. One more block over and we got it. Let's try that again. Doesn't that just save you a lot of time? Oh, I guess there's that corner. And then that corner. Well, whatever. Let's get our thingy longer. I don't know what to call it. And by the way, we've got some noises in the air. We've got Betty Baghdadi here for 37 months. We've got Atom Fire. Suddenly a Ghost for 17 months. Wow. And Some Goose with the Prime. Also, Big Merc 77. 52 months. Emerald Face in the chat right there. Thank you so much, my dude. What is that? That is water. I haven't got a hot cup of tea. I've only had one tea today. Can you believe it? I can barely believe it. Getting your thingy longer on streams, says Goat Unicorn. Yeah, my thingy longer. Look. It makes things longer. Look, I can reach all the way up there now. Oh, I thought I got this thing all the way over to the corner. Obviously not. Obviously not. And then after this, we're going to select a block for the ceiling, put in a few more of these stone pillars I'm standing next to, and then it's like another project room done. Right, so what material goes up top? Probably just something darkish. I think it actually maybe something completely black. Or maybe something a little stony. What about that one? Just plain weathered limestone. I think that might work. Let's give it a try. Only one, no wonder he's so knackered. Never written that, so forgive me, says Crazy Dave. What are you trying to say? You not heard that expression before? Pretty common around here. Say you're knackered. I guess what's nice about this is it's kind of darker, plain. Not really grabby, but it also reflects the floor in a way. It's got a bit of a green tint to it. That was alarming. Suddenly I'm moving upwards. Also, movies, right? That's the other component of the old zonk out on the weekend because it's locked down. So I watched Cape Fear and I'm getting sick of watching movies lately. It's just like, yeah, it was alright. It was one of those sort of like thriller movies that are kind of great when you watch a few of them, but then the more you watch, you kind of know what they're about, and it wasn't terribly interesting. Because it's an older one as well. It doesn't exactly have like a fresh twist on the genre or anything. So yeah, I watched that, and now I'm deciding like, what shall I watch later today? Bit of old decision paralysis. I looked on Netflix. They've got like American Gangster, The Untouchables. I like watching like the really like long 2-hour epic movies. Those are kind of my thing. Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! That just happened. We've got to start again. Oh, it's so easy to do, isn't it? So easy to do. Now, where will these ones land? Because look at my inventory here. It's a tip. So let's chuck out a bunch of stuff we don't need so we can try and catch this, okay? Come on, I got him. I got him. Got him! No, not really. Ah, back to square one. You should watch Stowaway. Don't know what that one is. Not sure I've ever seen that. The French Untouchables is the real movie. I'm aware that the one with Robert De Niro was a remake. I did want to watch Castaway again at some point, but I feel like I've watched that one plenty of times already. Anyway, I guess in general I'm just feeling like pretty unenthused of just like just being in all week, and then all we have to look forward to is like I said, takeaway and a curry, but whatever. Gotta hold out a little bit longer. It comes and goes, you know. Comes and goes. Interstellar is great, says Andy Garney. That was one of the ones I rewatched, or I've been rewatching. Like basically, like last year and this year, I've just rewatched tons of movies I've seen time and time ago. Ooh, that was letting some light in here. Oh, that kind of highlights something rather important. We can probably get away without lighting this top bit up as it goes, because there's nothing there for mobs to spawn on. Okay, don't fail me now. There we go. There we go. Penguin Craft says, what film genres do you like? I tend to like what you would call just dramas most of the time. But I kind of like a bit of everything in a way. But yeah, I like movies like with characters and character arcs and like a story. A bit of this and a bit of that. I'm not into like franchisey type stuff very much. Good movie is Shutter Island, says Nova Wolf. I think I've seen that once. With like, wasn't it Leonardo DiCaprio? Yeah, I mean, you could probably name some like really great movies. I might have seen them, might have not. I think I'm just like, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Where did I hear that recently? That one's stuck in my head. Anyway, I'm going to barbecue tomorrow, so that should be more interesting. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that on these corners. As above, so below, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, almost. It certainly gives this room an interesting feel to it. Be nice if there was just something to connect all of the stone blocks together. Well, that's the wrong spot, because they do look like they're floating. They kind of get away with it. Let's go get another one of those. Avatar: The Last Airbender is a great movie, says Goat Unicorn. I believe you're trying to troll me. Isn't that like one of Shyamalamalan's like worst movies? You should watch Monuments Men, a World War II movie of people protecting art. I've seen that one. That's a great movie. I also knew a lot about the story behind it as well before watching it. That came out a few years ago, I think. Let's see. Came over here for that lighting block. That's not how you spell this stuff at all. Hey, we got Emma Lou Dee-Doo here for 55 months in a row. Another classic Emerald Face tuning in today. Thank you so much for coming by. Have you seen The Quiet Man? I'm not sure that I have. I should take a few notes. I'll have a little look after the stream. Yeah, also I might watch Shutter Island again. I don't think I've ever seen that since it came out. So Hot Fuzz, that's one I've seen too many times to count. Those are classics. Those and Shaun of the Dead, right? Oh, am I out of the stone pillars too? I literally just ran out of them. Huh. The Quiet Man is great, says Soundwave Hope. But why is it great? That's what I need to know. I need to know what I'm getting myself into here. Right, we've been streaming for 21 minutes. That means we should definitely have... got the lever. I'm rather concerned now that that stuff should definitely... they should die of fire down in there. It takes 20 minutes for it to grow into an adult, right? I think it takes 20 minutes. Oh, Silent CX. We raided you last summer and it helped out. Awesome. Glad to hear it, my dude. Glad to hear it. We always enjoy raiding peeps in the Minecraft community here. Okay, there we go. That's it. This room is finito, right? It's finito Mussolini. Jeez, that's a terrible joke. But yeah, it's pretty much done. I find that there is a certain charm to older movies and shows. Do you like newer or older shows? I find like certain things, like eras of time, right? But like both music and movies, it's the 90s for me. And even a bit of the noughties, I like the tone of the movies as well. But a lot of those like great movies from the 90s and noughties, they don't seem to come out anymore. Cinema's kind of shifted to like sort of franchisey type stuff all the time, it feels like. So I don't know, there isn't quite as much of it about these days, it feels like. I wonder if that messes with that at all. It probably doesn't. But no, almost jumped into the farm. Oh, I pressed spacebar. I definitely pressed spacebar. Come on. Come on, computer game. You're just trying to make me look like a goof, aren't you? I definitely pressed spacebar. There we go. Dang it! Everything I do looks silly. Yeah, that looks like way more structural now. And I'm just wondering if we should have a little pillar over here. Or maybe something hanging it from the ceiling. And you know what? You can put certain blocks on top of this. So what we could do is that. We could have a mix of both, really. So we can have that over this side, which I think it just aids its kind of floaty nature, right? Doesn't look so crazy. We can also use things to hang it from the ceiling, I think. Chains, says Sora the Wonderful. I wasn't thinking chains. I was thinking these blocks. Let's see if we've got any in there. Yeah, we got some. So to put some finishing touches on this area, let's say we go kind of in by 2. So I can put that there, and I'll put another one on top of it. See, that looks... The textures don't make it look like a proper attachment, but I think it kind of works, really. So let's put another one over here. Try to get it directly above it. Yeah, I think that's alright. That makes it just look a little more structural in here. Enzo Matrix has subscribed with the Prime. Thank you so much, my dude. Appreciate your support. Speaking of The Matrix, there's like a classic movie that's, you know, one to rewatch. The thing with that movie is, though, I feel like I've seen it way more many times than any other movie. I feel like The Matrix might be like that one movie that I've seen too many times. It's like I'll never need to rewatch it again. Because I remember watching it as a kid when it came out, and it absolutely blew my mind. It was like, that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. I want to watch it again immediately. And so as a kid, like, I watched it a whole bunch of times. And it's the kind of movie that's like on TV quite a lot if you flick through the TV channel. So I've just seen it like so many times. Hey X, you have a cobblestone block in one of the gravel deployers on your iron farm. Oh, that's not good. Man, someone's been an eagle eye. That must have been from a couple of streams ago that we came in here. Damn, eagle eye! Woof! How do you do it? I feel like we should probably have that farm running at some point. How am I going to fix that? Is this one here that has it? Oh no, is it? Because it says it's got gravel. Oh no, it's holding gravel, not cobble. Well, there you go. Not so eagle eye now, are ya? Jeez. Trying to help out. Oh. Trying to fix problems in my base, are ya? Jeez, I'll show you. One of the things we really need to do is make a sugarcane farm, right? So why am I not making one? Well, that's a great question. I don't know. It's because I'm just being a bit mindless and thinking about filling in some of this around here, I guess. John Wick 4 and Matrix 4 is coming this year, says Badrian. Yeah, the Matrix sequels were never going to be able to be as profound and as interesting as that first Matrix movie. They were just sort of like novel extensions, I guess, of the original Matrix. Let's put that all the way down to 2. And they weren't particularly great. They were just kind of there if you're really into the Matrix. There's like a little bit more of that universe kind of thing. So with this fourth one though, I don't know. You can never rule something out. You know, just because you think, oh, it's a sequel to something that doesn't need a sequel. But if you can make a good movie, you can make a good movie. So we'll wait and see. But I wouldn't have my hopes up for that one. Okay, gonna need a few more of those. These go. Why does that look so wrong to me? No, it's free. Okay, it's free. I'm counting it odd in my head. Red X Horta here for 9 months saying, who all are with you? Who all are with you? Who all are with me? I do not understand the question, my dude. But thank you ever so much for the subscription. Appreciate it. After the Star Wars sequels, I'd rather not have sequels for movies, says Surprise T. Well, sequels can be good. They're not always bad. But, yeah, it's like... With Star Wars was a franchise from the beginning, in a way, so... It kind of suit having more than one movie. But The Matrix is definitely... The Matrix was never meant to be a trilogy, right? At least that movie does not present itself in a way as if like, and there'll be more. It's like, it's a contained thing. You don't need anything else to add to it, really. Hey, I heard someone with a rocket in my base. What are they doing? What are they up to? Doug the cat, who enjoys Xisuma's voice, tried eggs today, says North Glass. Are cats allowed to eat eggs? I have no idea. We got any of this stuff? We do. Right, let's do some counting. I think it's 8, right? 4, 5, 6. Well, we've got 7 on that side. This is the one we want to count. Over here we got 5 and then 3. Dang. So 5. And then 3 is here. Then after that I seem to remember it being 2. So it's like 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. 3, 2, 1, 1, and then 2, 3. Not a proper circle, but we'll take it. So then that's going to be a big opening to another area. Now what we have to do is surmise where the middle is. The middle's there, so we need another gap of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, and then 1 and 2. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We should leave F7 on at the moment. Yep, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, and that. Oh, it's off by 1 block. That's not good. That means I did something wrong here. And I never do anything wrong, which is very alarming. Have I looked at doing an auto quarry? It's one of the things I'd like to get around to. To be fair, I've been a bit shy of going into some of the more technical stuff of this mod, really, haven't I? I feel like I don't have much of infrastructure, but I probably do. Anyway, I don't mind. I'm learning at my own pace, right? And also, it's kind of fun just to be like, just doing some basic-y Minecraft stuff, you know? Let's check this out again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 5, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Does to me feel like I've done everything correct there, but then we come off by a block. So let's go back to this one. Was my counting messed up here from the beginning? That's definitely 5 blocks. 1, 2, 1, 2. So that thing being off just kind of throws me off. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Hey, it kind of looks like it's right. Unless this curve was never correct, like... let's count the distance. Oh, every time that catches me out. So from the middle, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 to the stairs. Let's just double check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's correct there again. What? Okay, let's try it from this side. So here's the middle. Oh, wait, look at that. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that actually is because there's an extra pillar here. So 1, 2, 3. The middle. 1, 2, 3. Then you got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Counting with X. That's what we're doing today. We're just doing some counting. 2, 1. Also 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. It's this. It's just that. It's just that bit, isn't it? Apparently it was never centered. I've assumed that that bit's correct. Wow. Is this centered? Okay. Part of me was worried that all of this was off-center. Huh. Just never realized. That's a common thing in like problem solving and just trying to find a solution in general. Like there's always like assumptions built into anything you're trying to figure out. And often it's like when it feels like almost impossible, it ends up one of those assumptions comes undone. And sometimes you don't even think the assumption is there, right? Like you're not even aware of it. So here it was like, well, I wasn't aware when I built all of this and had that it was off by 1 block. Never noticed it. So it's been throwing me off ever since. That being said, okay, I'm doing it wrong again. I've got to count it from here. And now it's all correct. Excellent. Hilarious. Hilarious. But look, I turned it into a teachable moment, didn't I? Next time you run into a little problem, you got to think, what are the main assumptions here? What are the things I believe to be true that may actually be false? Okay. This is like how not to be a derp 101. How not to be a derp 101. I should not run that class, should I? Critical thinking 101, says Dot Hidden. Yeah, maybe it'll go into like a critical thinking class. Right, we've got to make more of those. More of these stone pillars. Got to make a whole bunch of stuff. Some stuff can go back in there, obviously. Oh, we've got a bunch of those. Good, good, good. So I think we just ran short on iron bars. And now we run short on coal. Didn't I just throw a load of coal back in here? I've got some charcoal. That'll do. Alright, let's go grab some more slate. Probably going to need that for the floor. Got the stone pillars. Yeah, got everything we need, I think. Let's get these walls in place and then we'll start on the sugarcane project. So chat, I'm reading chat. Like, here's your opportunity to show your amazing, ingenious create ideas. How should we build a sugarcane farm that's different from anything we've done already? Because that's what I'm interested in doing. So we can learn to do things a little different. Try and do something in a way we haven't done it yet. Gantry carriage, we've done that, but not with plants. We did it for a tree farm, so I think the gantry carriage is on the table. Minecart with harvesters. Yes, we haven't done a minecart one yet. That sounds actually like a good way to do it, because the minecart stuff struck me as being a bit overpowered, but if it's overpowered for sugarcane, I'm not really too bothered by that, so that sounds good. Spangleboo says punch it. Well, if you mean punch it with the create mod, then yeah. But otherwise, I'd say a little unimaginative. Jeez. Some of you don't want me to build a sugarcane farm, but how are we supposed to get bookshelves without sugarcane? You know, we wanted to get all enchanted so we could fight the Ender Dragon or maybe kill a Wither. Oh, that reminds me. I thought it would be really fun to do a Wither skeleton farm because we can clear out a perimeter like relatively easy with some of the tools that we got here. And, you know, I've done all those perimeters in vanilla in the past, and now I'm just like, yeah, built a bunch of those, the world gets reset, got to do it all over again. I'm done with that grind, you know. I'm done with it. Okay, we should see these red X's disappearing. Was that so over here? Huh. So it was. We can build a community with a skeleton farm, says Spangleboo. Yeah, we could definitely do it as a community. Just don't go rushing off and making one now that I've said it. Because I would like to do that. Maybe we'll do that episode after this one, because the with what we've got, the leather and the sugarcane should give us bookshelves. Then we can actually get geared up to fight a wither, for real. That's just like the last component, really. We've got the XP farm. So it'd be a next logical step, and also we can get flight if we kill the wither and use the wither star. So, wither skeleton farm sounds like a cool idea. Do have to think about it a little bit as well, so it makes sense not to start it just today. TBNR says just steal Rebecca's sugarcane. This is like the classic way not to play Minecraft, is just to use someone else's thing. Because if you're in a world and you're always just using something someone else has done, like, you're pretty quickly just gonna run out of things you want to do yourself. And it's a common thing you get on Hermitcraft. Why didn't you use so-and-so's farm? It's like, well, why did I bother logging in today? Because I want to play Minecraft. I don't want someone else to do it for me. So, yeah, you've got to have like a healthy mix of doing things yourself and doing things that are collaborative, but if you just resort to using someone else's stuff all the time, you'll never figure it out yourself. Same thing with designing redstone things, really. Why didn't you use Mumbo's design as a common thing? It's like, well, because then I haven't done anything. I've just used someone else's design. I came here today to design my own thing. And that's the fun of it. Right, this room is very nearly done. At least of what we're going to do for today. I can get some more dolomite and raise it up later, but now the basics are in. The room's safe from spawning. We need one more fire. It's got a little too much of that stuff, but it lights the room up. Can't believe we're so low on coal. I guess I haven't really just been mining any, have I? Right, so sugarcane room. I'm inclined to put it on this side. Actually, no, there's going to be a blaze farm over there. I could avoid the blaze farm and build it, but I think this will end up just not getting used because I don't really want to go into that space too much. To farm sugarcane, use rope pulleys. Dang. Rope pulleys? I mean, but how? Let's check it out. Oh! So we can lift it off and then the sugarcane might pop off? Is that the idea? Or that we drop down another structure that cuts it? If you think about like how many rope pulleys you'd need for 1 by 1 with the sugarcane, that would probably be too much. Trying to picture it a little bit more mentally now, like, let's go back into this. If we use the minecart, I think the minecart just has a structure on it that chops off the sugarcane. So it would just be like a track that runs back and forth every so often. It'd be kind of a bit plain. Hey, the thing finished. Cool. Right. That can get minimized. You can use rope pulleys horizontally with mechanical pistons and it will push the whole contraption. Yeah, what we need is something that just goes back and forth. So it can even be a gantry or a minecart. The minecart doesn't seem terribly exciting, but since we haven't done that before, I think that's what we'll go with. So what we're probably looking at doing is clearing out a big old space for this room. Okay, so I need to... Hang on, let's go like that. That's level. So now we can see how wide it will be, but you can't actually go wider than that. Dang, yo! Woo! Big old space. Big old space is what we just got. Okay, so clearly we need to clear this stuff out. I wonder if this thing erases water. Okay, if I stick my head up here and do that, we'll soon find out. Yeah, it removes some of the water. Fascinating. Come on. Good, that should be all the water gone. And there's some that's deeper here. Ah, we'll just use that. Right, so we need some torches. And we need to tidy up our inventory. Yeah, we'll build a sugarcane farm in there. Patcherisis says, whoa, bit OP. It is, but that was the point. Like, for the underground base, just being able to, you know, have a room. You know, what do you want? The next half hour of me digging, or just, hey, let's crack on. So, we've generated tons of sand. I think we'll go with sand in there. And, oh, let's use sandstone. We haven't used that material yet. So, we'll plant the sugarcane on the sand. And then we'll have a minecart rail in the middle that just goes back and forth. When it comes to rails, in this pack you have the controller rail. Now I can't use W to see it in action. I really don't think I need that though. That's so basically you can give it a different signal strength to control the speed it'll accelerate at. That's pretty cool. Don Boy says, when will Hermitcraft 8 start? Hermitcraft, how many times do I have to say it? Hermitcraft 8 will start after Season 7 ends. Gosh. Golly gosh. Slighty says that's an easy with a skeleton farm with a destruction gadget. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it will be. So I want to think about like a fun way to do something with the platforms. With this, it might end up just being like the gantry mod. Or maybe we could have something spinning in the middle really fast and have a bunch of layered up floors. I gotta remember all the mechanics, right? Joe Dragon says, you found it pointless to make your own farms with a server, a lot of public farms. If you enjoy building and the farms just serve your palette, then fair enough. But for me, it's like I enjoy making farms. I tend to like enjoy decorating a farm that I've built as opposed to just decorating, so kind of works that way around for me. Anyway, I think this is pretty simple, really. We're going to gonna have to experiment a little bit. Let's get some powered rails. In fact, that's probably all I'm going to use, really. And then we'll use a bit of railage as well. How's our supply of gold and stuff here? It's still really high. So we won't worry about that too much. We've got Blue Bottle 77 here for 56 months. Goodness me. Another emerald face. We've got all the emerald faces tuning in today, it seems. The old school peeps. The ones that have been here for a while. Let's get a minecart made up, or maybe even a couple of them. Probably only going to use one, actually. Right, so create. This seems like really simple to me, but I think we have to do an experiment to find out if that is true or not. We need that contraption that we used to get the blaze spawner, and I don't see it. And there was only one of them, so maybe I lost it. Dang, okay. I think it was called the cart assembler or something like that. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I need more of that, do I? Oh, I always need more of that. Right, there we go. Cart assembler. We need more of these. Definitely need more of those. Let's make some more. Cool, and then we're going to need some water, which I've got in here. And what did I say? Torches, we've got them there. Yeah, and then we're going to use sandstone possibly as our build palette. This is a bit of a shame that like you have to hop over that. I put the grill down hoping it would stop you from getting dragged along, you know. Ah, I'll tell you what else we need in here. We need the floor to be moved down by one to begin with. Sorry, torches. But I had no choice. Oh, lava. Dang. Okay, so the floor ain't really going to go any lower than that. I'd like to cover up all of this, realistically. Ends this borrowing stream, says Niller the Master. Do you mean boring stream? Gosh, this isn't a borrowing stream. We're not borrowing anything here. I mean, if you're finding it boring, okay, I shouldn't end the stream. I should do exactly what I want to. You can just leave. It's as simple as that. Okay. Let's go ahead and make a little pocket of infinite water over to the side. And put down a torch. Yeah, so we're going to have like rows of sugarcane in here. And we'll leave a little bit of space from the initial wall. Maybe we won't this time, I don't know. We'll just make it very trim and efficient. So this room might end up being wider. And the minecart, if I don't leave a little bit of space, then it's gonna come right out into this space. But anyway, maybe the floor itself is just sand for now. Okay. How's that for an idea? Yeah, maybe we can go as far as a third. Okay. So sugarcane. I won't bother filling it all in right now. I can get planted like this in rows. So we're not going for like super duper efficient layout or anything like that. Just making it nice and beachy in here. Let's get another bucket of water. Right, and what our thing is going to do, our thingy wing, our minecart, is go down the middle here, right? And you know what, I didn't want like a block coming up here, but I think if it's powered, we can just have it go down like that. It will hit the block and come back out again, or maybe not. It might get a little bit funky there, but essentially a minecart can go back and forth down the middle here. This will actually probably change to sandstone, so we can put like levers underneath and power it that way. I guess I need some redstone to power this thing. And we need some food. Renzi Becky says, why do you use that arm? Do you know what, when I don't use the arm, everyone's asking me why I'm not using it. Oh. Oh, what can I do? Ah, yeah, and we'll probably use... Oh, we don't actually have the thing that we'd probably use, but we'll use some sort of timer, right, to send the minecart back and forth. That was what I was thinking. So for now what we'll do is power this thing with like torches on the side. Then at the back of the room we need a regular rail because it'll be parked here. Ah. Okay, so the minecart can go back and forth. What we want to do though is use the cart assembler just here for now. Go ahead and put that there. Gonna need a couple of things. So we put that below and it can attach itself to whatever's on here. So if we have one of these going back and forth, we're also gonna need a chest on this thing. It's another little component that I forgot. I think this thing's gonna look best if it like rests in the wall. So we'll build like a little compartment at the end of the room for it. And we got a noise in the ear. It's Evo Kills here for 5 months. Thank you so much for 5 months of support. Also, we've got the Puka in chat. Welcome, my dude. I sent you a couple of important messages. Hopefully you got them. Well, one of them was important anyway. Okay. Turn it 90 degrees and it just and put the harvesters out from the sides. I wasn't going to put any harvesters on it as it goes. Right, that's thrown me off. What was I doing? Oh, dang it. What did I come back here for? Chest. We need a chest. You have to put in harvesters, says Cuplex. Ah, that's a bit disappointing. I guess we're still doing it slightly different because we're using the thing. Yeah, the thing. Right, we got one. We need more. Let's make some more. How many can you make for me? 2? That's more like it. Oh, what's it missing now? Oh, that again. Dang, we get through this stuff so quick. Feels like I make some and then it's all gone. 24. 12 on each side tops. That should be good. Let's go up here. Put down a few more torches. Okay. Becca11, thank you for gifting a sub to the Puka for 6 months. Appreciate it, Becca. Thank you for supporting our community. Some good hydration. So we probably know the answer, but let's check it out. So if I power that, it's then attached. Oh. Okay, yeah, that kind of like, right, so then you have that there, and then off it goes. Well, that was weird. Yeah, I actually suspected something like that might happen, right? Whoa! Oh, jeez. Oh, whoa! God! Ah! That was weird. Oh, it's coming back! It's gonna slap me in the face if I'm not careful. Oh, the whole thing spins around. That's really weird. Oh, that's really, really weird. So yeah, it just goes through. This thing's like totally bonkers, isn't it? I feel like maybe the gantry carriage would be more elegant for this room. What do you think, peeps? Let's put it down to a poll. Let you have some interaction. Some say. Right, we're making a sugarcane farm. If my spelling is terrible, feel free to tell me. Jeez, I don't know. Apparently you can set it to not rotate. Oh, in that case, I might stick with it. Seems like minecart is currently winning anyway. So how do you lock its rotation? What's going to happen now? Oh, it drops it off. Oh, you could have a track that picks things up and drops them off. Huh. If you wrench on the minecart assembly, you can change its settings. Okay, okay. Well, anyway, we've learned that we need to use the other thing. We also need the wrench. Dang, I love that extension thing. Right. That minecart is having the time of its life, isn't it? Running back and forth all the time. So if we rotate this... There we go. We can sticky that and then have a whole bunch of the harvesters attached. Which means we need a bunch of blocks, and I don't even have, like, anything really to build with. Let's get some cobblestone. Right, a couple of stacks of that. What else am I going to need here? I'm always going to need something else, and I like to try and think ahead so I don't have to run back and forth. And anyway, the minecart has won the vote, even if it's not over yet. I'm going to end it. 60% ahead. We'll stick with it then. We'll do it the minecart way. Do you think that the create mod should be in vanilla, says Pasterson? Not at all. I think it should just stay as the create mod. Okay, so I think this thing realistically wants to stop about here. So there will just be a block there. Okay, now the wrench we need to use on multiple things. Ah! Always face towards motion. Pause while rotating. Lock rotation. That sounds like the one. Those are the 3 options. Right, so we'll lock the rotation. How wide do we want this thing to be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's make it 8 blocks and then we'll remove everything off of that. Here we go. Bam. Right, let's grab our sticky paste. Super glue even. Okay, then we need to configure that. So it's 8, that's exactly the right amount. Cool. Okay, now I just need to power this, and then when the minecart comes through... Whoa! Spinning like crap. Hey, it chopped it down. Dang. Do you know what I think might be cool? It might be cool to use the other type of rail, just so that it, like, doesn't go as fast through everything. Oh, this thing also needs a chest attached to it, doesn't it? Okay, so we go put the chest... Well, where do we put the chest? Because the chest also needs to take the items back. Oh, yeah, we need a whole thing here. Right, so it has to be at the end that the minecart stops. If we do it over at this end... It won't look as good for the room. I'm thinking, like... Do we want the item collection bit to be closer to our storage system? The answer is no, because then it will make the rest of all of this look a bit wonky. So we're going to go and put it there and here. And when this thing parks itself like it's just done, then it will be here, so we'll have room for a hopper, I think. That being said... It's going to be on the rail, and the block behind it needs to determine if it's powered or not. And that block is where we want the hopper. Can I make this a double chest and have that attached? Let's find out. Got a weird feeling the answer is no. Can you go through? Now you can. Okay, let's find out. Ah, that's not good. It's not good. Docking port would be perfect. Yeah. Yeah, we did it that way before. We'll do it again. That being said, is a docking port different to the thing we've got? Mystic Striz, thanks for tuning in, and thanks for the good luck wishes. I'm sure we'll get there in the end. So yeah, I actually kind of really want to use this now. Ah, it means I've got to go through all of that, so we probably won't for now. We could come back and maybe adjust it later. Okay then, so the docking port, is that the thing we've already built? There does not appear to be a docking port. What is the docking port? Cuplex says, imagine if this was more planned out. You'd have all farms around this circular bit with one train harvesting all the plants. Yeah, I didn't really want to do that because I kind of want to explore different avenues every time I create something. So, rather than do like a one in all farm, I'd rather just, for now, learn things one by one as it gets me into different parts of the mod better. Okay, people are saying it's portable storage inference. What's the docking bay though? I guess it's not this, is it? And we've done this before. So yeah, we'll have to have that at the back there. And maybe we could get a couple of other things together. We're gonna need some basic redstone components. That being said, only torches really. So the clock you've seen us build over and over again is going to need... I think it's an adjustable repeater and then a pulse. Adjustable repeater and a pulse repeater is probably what I need. I think that'll do it. Ambitious Star 23 is here for 2 months. Thank you so much. Saying enjoying this crate mod. Glad you are. It's been a blast. I am really enjoying it myself. This is so very, very cool. So if I remember correctly, we had to attach both the portable storage thing and the chest, right? Also, this thing's probably going to park itself a little further back than this, so I think we need a bit more space cleared out. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that. What's this set up to? Ooh, that don't look good. I think 3 up, 3 down. Huh. Okay. Oh, I know why. It's because we cleared out the room and then we cleared the floor by 1 block. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So, right, this thing's going to park itself just a little further back than there. That's kind of important. So where the minecart parks itself, we then need to think about how this next bit attaches. I think what I'm going to do is play this on the safe side. Add another one of those there. Okay, then if we configure it, so 8 is the range for that. If I change this, does it change both of them? No, good. So that can just go down to 1. So up the top here, we'll put our chest. And then here we'll put that. Okay. So let's imagine it's 1 block back and on top of that minecart. We need that gap, so it would be here. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to put it there, and that means we would need the minecart to be where it is. So I didn't actually give myself that much more room by clearing that out. I think what we'll do is do that again, basically. Okay. That is the same height. Excellent. And then we'll use a funnel or something at the back to take the items out, put them onto a belt. That's all good. What we want to do is have this thing continue to come this way and just figure out where it's going to park itself. So the minecart would have 1 block behind it, which would be that block, then another block, which I think means it would park itself here. Right there. So it would be minecart, block coming out behind it, 1 block gap. Yeah, that's correct. Good. Okay, now the next thing we're going to set up, and we're surprisingly closer to being done here than you might suspect, I think. I could be wrong. Could be very, very wrong. We need to now power this thing periodically. So what we'll do, and this will all be out of sight back here pretty much, is we'll have the pulse repeater there. It might not actually pulse enough, is a thought. Yeah, I think that's not enough. I think we need an adjustable pulse repeater. Let's go get one. If you go with the slower rails, how do you give them consistency? Say 1 power? I think that's the idea, yeah. Okay, so we've got to make one of those, Adjustable pulse repeater, there we go. Hearing a lot of rumours that so-and-so and so-and-so is joining in Hermitcraft Season 8. I mean, what rumours are you hearing? It always amuses me. Because by rumours, you're probably just hearing people shout and scream names like they always do. Oh, it doesn't feel like that's changing very much. That's really... Wait. Oh, this isn't what I want. Oh, I've struggled to, like, internalize the difference between those two things. Unhot says, oh my god, I heard a rumour that I'll be in Hermitcraft Season 8. Someone says, just an adjustable repeater. No, well, that's not... maybe it is. No, it's not. But yeah, I understand your thinking. Well, maybe. I think what I actually need is both, but not both together. Maybe. Let's try it. We've got a bunch of options now. Okay, okay. Come back here a little bit, need a bit more space. Try again. So I think what we need is a adjustable repeater from a pulse. Then this here is the adjustable repeater that is the clock. So let's set that to like 2 seconds. Wait, no, this isn't it either, is it really? Oh no, there you go. Okay, right. So we get a pulse, and then this one turns it into a 10-tick pulse. That's what I'm looking to do. And then that's our clock. So now that we know that it works, we're going to set it to like every 20 seconds, which is probably... I think it might get doubled by the way the thing's set up. Okay. So now we can go ahead and change a couple of things here, actually. Well, I'll take that back. There we go. Ooh, can I do that? Like, I feel like I'm breaking the whole thing. Which I don't want to do. Well, actually, I guess I just got to replace it, right? By the way, I just realised I need some sandstone, but I can make some sandstone. So let's go ahead and... For now, we can do the rest of this... Oh, that's not good. Just do that, so it stays, you know, sort of permanently powered. Then over here. Same thing again. We'll change the whole middle, though, to be sandstone, so it's consistent. Right, now we've got to put in the cart assembler. Oh, it's already powered from below. Interesting. Huh. Let's double check that it kept our wrench setting. Yeah, I think that's it, right? Oh no, lock rotation. Maybe that's it. Right, off it goes. And off it stops. Huh. Why did it stop? Is it because it's got a block lingering behind it? I think that might be why. Oh. Or this never got updated. Wait, I just powered this. Okay, let's get rid of this. Yeah, okay, now it's updated them. Okay, right. And actually, now it's sitting... Oh. Dang it. And then that... Okay, so this thing obviously breaks the powering there. Oh, and then it's a pain in the butt to move as well. So you have to wait for the pulse, and then we have to power this individual. Oh, so... Little things like that, just so confusing and annoying, you know? Right, then if this thing is permanently powered, that's not good. Ugh. So, to make this less of a headache, I just have to power that one there. God. Right, I see. It's acting as its own like individual rail, disconnected from the rest. Okay, let's get this thing moving again. There we go. Right, it's stuck here in the middle, and that means it's almost ready to be attached to that. We need an extra bit of glue. That's where I messed up here. Okay, that should be stuck on now. Cool, so that means we do this, off it goes. We want to quickly get rid of that, and we don't need to replace it. Oh! It flipped itself. Oh! Please! Okay, we need this thing to be frequent at the moment, don't we? Right, let's put it back the right way. Interesting. Oh, so that actually changed. I guess we've had to mess this thing about numerous times. So now when we power it, it stays the correct direction. Cool. Next trick, get rid of that. Done. Okay, and then this thing, I think, just needs to be set a little different. Oh, gosh. There we go. Okay, right. Now, finally, so finicky. Everything... That's one thing I'd say is a bit of a downside with this mod, is that everything's super finicky. Now, do you see how it tried to connect to it before it fully got back? Oh, that's not good. I think we'll try and move this thing away by one block and see what it does then. What happens if it's got 2 blocks between... Ah! Maybe it's supposed to have 2 blocks between it. Ah. Well, there you go. And that's it. So this is our room, by the way. So now we can start to get some sandstone in here and some sand and decorate. I think what we'll... I mean, we're going to need a lot of all the stuff, really. I like the idea of maybe just having the water come right the way over, so like maximal efficiency and stuff on either side. Because the blades are actually designed to get to this block, so it makes sense that they would get there and to the other side. Yeah, okay, right. Now we're making the floor, planting the sugarcane, and we'll use some sandstone as well. So backpack can take some things that we're not going to use immediately. Nice. Call it the Roomba. That's a really cool name for it. You know, I'm not 100% sure what a Roomba is, but it's like that little thing that like glides around the floor, soaking up dirt, and it's like a little automatic Hoover, right? That's a really good name for it, if so. Is that correct? Is that what a Roomba is? I'm looking at chat, and chat's just talking to each other. They're like, this X guy doesn't pay enough attention to us. I'm so sorry, chat. Please forgive me. Exactly. Oh, okay. A robotic vacuum, yeah. That's a long way to say vacuum cleaner, surprise tea. The words would just not come to me. They wouldn't come to me, I tell ya. Should we use red sandstone in this room? Oh, we can mix it with some of that. Oh, dang it. I was hoping for a bit more of a... Actually, that's pretty... Oh, no, wait. Most of this is sand, isn't it? Right, now I accidentally somehow put it all back. Ah, that might have been what happened with the andesite a while ago. We came and picked a load up, and then I didn't seem to have any. Pay more attention, says none. I mean, that message was definitely written before what I just said, but... yeah, maybe. Maybe I should. Right, let's go do this. Where do I send in fan art, says Pacharusu. Oh, Twitter is the best place to reach me for that. Just tweet it at me and I'll save it. Okay. Am I thinking correctly there? No, I'm not. Oh! Oh! Okay. That wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Let's go ahead and, like, just put in the basics while we know that they're correct. Oh, yeah, we're also going to need to find some interesting light sources in this room. Okay, that's actually the wall at the back there. Yeah, there we go. Right, I'm going to switch to standing for the next part of the stream. So now is your time to embrace the beauty, the wonder of the desk that goes bruh. I've got to move the chair out of the way first. And then get my anti-fatigue mat. Oh. Right. Here we go. Oh, wow. We're definitely living in the future now. This desk's got a motor in it. Oh, it's the space age. Actually, it's kind of funny, just like how much technology advances, and something like a motorized desk when I was a kid was never even thought or heard of that. Yet now you can just buy one from IKEA, right? There's loads of things like that, like iPads. You can just like take your YouTube video watching wherever you want to go, Netflix, whatever. Just like pick it up and move it into a room with you. Obviously you got that on mobile phones as well, right? There's just so much of it. There's just so much of this stuff that's like so different from like when I was a kid. Just the idea of like having a portable telly that you could just pick up and move around, just would have been so fantastical back then. And now everyone's probably got like a couple of iPads lying around, right? Ow! Ow again! Do they still put DVD players in minivans? That was awesome when that came out. I don't know. But the thing is, like, Chromecasting sort of technology is sort of poised to sort of take that space over, if you know what I mean. But I guess, I don't know, some people still really do rely on physical media as opposed to just internet streamed media, so maybe not. Maybe it'll be a Blu-ray player. I think it'll be a hard sell for there to be like another big hurrah around like what's the next physical media, right? Like the one up from Blu-ray. I mean, for people who are like movie buffs that want to watch stuff in like the best possible quality, then maybe, but it's going to move out of the sort of more common market, I guess you could say, and into the more specialized this time, because I think it's a bit of a hard sell to like buy movies on disc again. Who actually buys movies on disc here still? Like, I haven't done that in like a long... Actually, I say a long time. I brought one of the Dark Knight trilogy movies to complete my collection because I had 2 of them on DVD. Movies no, music yeah. Quite a few people do in chat, interesting. What about those of you that don't know? Feel free to speak up. I mean, this is a very important discussion that we're having here. You wouldn't want your voice left unheard, would you? Oh, I think a place I might just put some torches for now is just up here. Feels kind of smart to do that. Ah, I definitely need to set the timer on that thing lower already. It's clearly too much. Clearly. How do I get in there? I have to wait or break a block. So what are we on? 3 seconds? Oh, no wonder. This thing should go out like once a minute, I think. I don't even have a CD-ROM. If they distribute a USB thing, I'll consider buying, says Surprise T. I have a DVD player that's, or a disk drive that runs through USB. Because, you know, like, whatever computer I'm going to have in the future, I'm just not going to buy disk drives for each of them. But if I've got one that I can just, whenever in a blue moon I have to use it, just shuffle it between whatever computer needs it, you know. It's quite a sensible thing. Right, there you go. And then another thing is like buying a laptop that doesn't have a disc player. It's good for that. Okay, let's put in a few more torches. Oh yeah, bam. And put in the sugarcane, right? I feel like this stuff hasn't even grown yet. Actually, it might have. Well, that thing's gone back and forth so many times. If some of this has grown, then it would have picked it up, right? The sugarcane is a nice colour here. I think when you put it in swamps, it can go a bit dark green, can't it? Hey, we need some more. Ozarka, butchered that. Ozarka78 is here for 4 months. Thank you so much, my dude. Ah, I see. I was also thinking that we need to sort out the track, really, don't we? Yeah, we need to do a bit more other stuff. Yeah, we need to put blocks under the water, and then we need to turn this bit here into sandstone, and then all the other tracks as well. And we've got a couple of noises in the air. We got Digger RC here with the Prime, and Adieso here with some cheers and bits. I worked as an installer for TVs and related tech. You'd be shocked at how many people still buy Blu-ray players despite not ever using discs, like 60% of installations. I would say I'm surprised, but I'm kind of not when you say it like that. Yeah, it's one of those things. I think you tend to like hang on to stuff for a bit longer than you realise is necessary, right? Like, I haven't watched a Blu-ray in well over a year, but because I got a Blu-ray player in terms of a PlayStation, like if I were to, let's say my PlayStation broke, one of the reasons to get a replacement, even though all I do at the moment is use it for streaming, is probably for the Blu-ray player, right? Thank you for the cheers and bits, my dude. That's interesting to know. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me that much, because yeah, like I said, you tend to hang on to things a bit, right? And, like, no one's really clucking to hold on to their CD driver anymore. But, or like a floppy disk drive, right? But I had a floppy disk drive in my computers for, like, quite a considerable amount of time with never ever using them. And then eventually it just became like, yeah, this is redundant. Let's get rid of it. Oh, man, that push is very, very slow. Cool. Right, let's go ahead then and put that torch back. Oh, the torch is there. I was going to say it might be gone forever now. And then underneath here, oh god, I really need some more lighting. We need to just replace all of that with sandstone, apparently. That's probably just me OCD talking, or whatever you want to call it. The neatness factor. Zip drives are underrated, says a block party. You are definitely trying to be funny. I know what a zip drive is, because I had one in like the 90s. That was like a mega floppy disk that could store 100 megabytes, and then you had some that could do 250. And that's when hard drives were a similar size. Like a hard drive would be 300 to 500 megabytes, and a CD would be about 700. But yeah, like those things have just been replaced entirely by USB sticks, right? Unless they've got some sort of like crazy tape format that does terabytes or something. You see, in the like commercial sector, sorry, commercial, what would you call it? Dang it, did I just knock out that torch? Ah, didn't realise the hole went all the way over here. So like in the... Oh, this is going to be an absolute pain to fix. Thanks. Ugh. Right, let's try and spit this sentence out. So like in the... What would you call it? Like the business? So like, let's say commercial just means you and I, customers. Then in the like more geared towards business spectrum, there's like specialized hardware and technology. And sometimes they're just things that end up becoming technologies that consumers end up using. So it's like, it's in the business sector first, it's very expensive, it's pricey, and then over time the price comes down, the technology improves, and then it gets delivered to the masses. But sometimes some of that stuff just stays in that area. Like a lot of companies, and they did this years ago, I imagine it's a little different now, used to use like magnetic tape drives and store data on analog, and because they would have so much data, right? Here we are with our, in the 90s, our like 500 megabyte hard drives, but they need to store, you know, terabytes of information. So they make these like massive physical disk drives that store insane amounts of data. And they're all done with like magnetic tape and stuff. And those, probably some of the technologies and things they learned there eventually trickle down to stuff like DVD and Blu-ray. But I'm just curious, I wonder if that stuff's still being used, right? Like, I imagine at some places they might be. Tape drives are not used anymore by Enterprise. The term is not actually a tape anymore, says Master Exiler. What are you waffling about now, says TVNR Woods, about storage of data. Like, it'd be so much better if I could show you the visuals, because they look really fascinating, but like, they used to have all sorts of different drive types and technologies for storing vast amounts of data. And some of them would be like these massive physical objects you'd like literally pick up and lug around that weighed like several kilograms. My workplace still uses floppy disk for storage, says Cruising Psycho. If you're still using that stuff, I'm gonna guess there's probably a lot of other stuff that's like out of date and insecure. Because that's another thing with computers and security, is that there's like a lot of old companies that still run like Windows XP or whatever. And they're extremely vulnerable. Just Google object store for large-scale enterprise storage. Well, I'm streaming at the moment, so I'm not going to do that right now. Do you think a 1080p 60 frames Minecraft stream makes sense, as Night Gear? I mean, why would it not make sense? Right? Like, 1080p is sort of the high-definition standard format, and 60 frames per second looks really good for video with computer games. Higher frame rates tend to work better with what they call like uncanny motion. Like, you know this is artificial, and so your brain sort of processes what you're seeing differently. And higher frame rates work well with that. They don't so much work as well with movies and images of like real life stuff. Don't know why. Can't remember why. But yeah, like games and virtual realities respond, or the brain likes the higher frame rates better. I worked at a video store in 2007 that still used DOS as its primary computing system. That's insane. That's really really out of date. A video store as well. That's a video store's out of date. I'm just thinking, like Blockbuster, man. Well, I think there was like one Blockbuster left somewhere, but I also heard a story that it shut down, maybe. And I think there is actually no Blockbusters anymore. Could be wrong. Do you like VR games, says Night Gear? I don't have a VR headset, and my gut instinct is that I'm going to have, like, a bit of, like, motion sickness, sort of not particularly enjoy it. But I haven't really tried it, so I'm not in a rush to try it either. I'm waiting for that, like, killer app, that killer game, that thing that you can only really do in VR, right? And I've not seen it. Not that I'm, like, out there looking, but that's kind of my take on that. When something comes along that's, like, the thing that everyone's talking about or whatever, and it becomes obvious that, like, hey, this VR thing here, this is the one you should come and check it out with, then I'll go do that. Like, maybe imagine computer games and Doom, right? Like, Doom probably convinced a lot of people to give it a shot. Could be wrong. But, like, with the adoption of, like, consoles and computers, there's usually, like, some intermediary thing that helps people come and adopt it. Like, I imagine, like, Windows 3.11 and then Windows 95 help really push computers into the home, because they just make it so much more accessible. So that's kind of how I feel about VR. I'm sure there'll be some great stuff done with it eventually. I can get DVDs from the library. My parents live in a very rural area with no internet, so it's the only way I can watch movies, says the Thinky. Yeah, I mean, if you can't stream them, then what about that Starlink, though, right? Is that what it's called? Starlink? Elon Musk with his satellites? I've heard that the results of that are fairly mixed, but when I say mixed, I mean, like, it works for the majority of people, but it is patchy. Like, it's not a guarantee. It kind of, the weather can affect it and location affects it, but if it works, it works. Apparently, you can get some really good speeds in rural areas on that. And it's only set to improve with time as well. I feel like I need to move this all back by one block, right? Because there's this row of sugarcane here and the final wall. And we actually want this thing to be nestled into the final wall. It's the final wall now. Da, da, da. No, okay, that was terrible. That was literally terrible. Brain, you try and you fail. Yeah, so all of this just got to go back by a block. Including the storage bit. That's important. Bartel Bad, thank you ever so much for your Prime subscription. It is appreciated, and I hope you enjoy the stream. Thank you, my dude. There we go. Right, oh yeah, I do actually have redstone. It's that redstone that I just need to move here. That thing needs to be set to 1 minute, apparently. Oh, it's quite a ways through, isn't it? Quite a ways through. Redstone torch, yeah, okay. Things are just being a little bit laggy, that's all. Oh yeah, no, they are. Hang on, how many peeps? Oh, we got a lot of peeps on. Okay, that might explain it. We didn't have this a moment ago. This has just noticeably got a little worse, but who can say? Right. So then that's going to go there, but it's currently off. So now what we need to do is put the sandstone back here. And then change the rails up, actually. Ooh, that means I need to go fish out an extra rail. Dang it! I put them all away. I thought we were done. While we're over there, let's get some light sources that we can hang from the ceiling. It's probably going to be lanterns and chains, right? So lanterns, chains. What else have we got? Some junk. Oh, look, I've got some torches. That would be good for the lanterns. Yeah, let's make more of those. And then make the chains, which we might already have. Yeah, we got those. Good, good. Lanterns, chains, and we needed some rails. We needed one, actually. Just one more of those, and we're good. Sweet! Right, we are rolling ahead with this one. Why not Submerge Lanterns? Says Nightlink. That's... At first I was like, what are you talking about? Hanging water off of the ceiling? What crazy idea is this? And then I realised it's like, oh, just plop them down here. Ah, I think I'm going to take the easy way with this one and just leave them down here. Yes, that's very nice, isn't it? Might need to actually space them out a little different because, look at this, let's get some red X's. See, now when I put it there, actually looks like it's going to be good. Yeah, it might have been smarter to move them in a little bit, but actually, no, they light up just fine. Oh, that was a great suggestion right there. Okay, that one's been placed, as is that. Rightio, rightio. Hey, we've got some sugarcane growing over here. Dang. We need to harvest it. Okay, so we put that there, and then we need to swap these two around. It's Connell says, what about soul lanterns? Well, they will light up less, and they're barely visible in here, so I don't think soul lanterns makes much sense. Okay, so this is going to be its rested, parked place back here. That's the way around we need those bits. So it's going to sort of look like it's kind of parked into the wall. Oh, I need a stone cutter over here, actually. And then all of this is going to end up being, like, invisible and out of sight. So we're kind of set to decorate the walls and the ceiling and all of that stuff. I just need a stone cutter next. This can change. Doesn't actually have to, but why not? I'm going to put that there. Finished watching BBC Merlin last night. Watching it for the 5th time, though. Still amazing. Is that a movie? I kind of like the theme of, like, you know, Merlin and King Arthur and all that kind of medieval British mythology, whatever you want to call it, right? But like, sometimes it can just be done so terribly. A show that gets that, actually, it's not really that era particularly, but it's like Vikings and whatnot. What's it called? It's on Netflix. The last something. Oh dang! What's that show called? With Uhtred, son of Uhtred. The Last Airbender. No. Jeez. No, no, no. Right, we'll bring that with us. Got to plant down more sugarcane. The Last Kingdom, that's the one. Yes, yes, yes. It's a very different... Oh, it's a show, though. Oh, okay, because I'm looking for a movie to watch. Okay, right, so we've got most of the things we need, I think. Why do I feel like I'm going to go back there and realise I'm missing something? We're just sort of decorating it at this point. And then we've got to open up all of that behind the scenes area. I guess I probably want this thing running now while I build it as well. Oh, I remember the other thing was that we got the storage component at the back and I don't know what it's doing with the items. Well, it looks like we have plenty of this to go around. Oh, not quite. Still need a couple of more. So let's go get a funnel. That's how we did it over here. This thing went straight into a funnel. By the way, this only has a 1-block gap, and we've seen it can work with a 2-block gap. Someone's coming up to my base. What are you trying to do, Master Jimmy? I'm onto you. I'm onto you. Snooping around my base. Trying to find the secrets that I've laid down everywhere. Jeez. Being nosy. What's the thing? What's the thing? Funnel. Yes. Merculator, thank you for the nice message. Glad you enjoy watching. Did you watch The Gladiator? Yes, that was one of those movies I rewatched. That was one of the first ones, I think, actually. That might have been the very first movie where I was like, do you know what? I'm going to watch some movies and I haven't seen The Gladiator. I'm pretty sure that's how it started. Because I saw The Gladiator and it just got me thinking, like, I've seen it, but it's been so long, and I want to watch it again. And then I just started doing that with other movies, and then it was like, this is how I'm going to get through the lockdown. Oh, Mystic River, says Subtle Flamingo. That was like on my next to watch list, and then I realised that it's not on the UK Netflix, it's on the American one, because I was using a VPN, and I haven't really hooked up my main telly to watch movies that way. Oh, goodness me, we're getting a sub bomb coming in. Mystic River, I think I might just buy it and watch it. Because I can't use my iPad to like redirect to the telly. I have to like do the router, and I just can't be bothered. Right, let's read these noises, because a whole bunch just came in. Let's check it out. We got Cal Mel B here for 39 months, and Bartlebad with the Prime. Thank you so much. We got Leonard Datch gifting sub to Mother of Corgis, and Parabel QC. We've also got Bait Antonil with another massive sub bomb here. 20 gifted subs. Thank you for your generosity as always, my dude. Peeps, if you hear your name being read out loud, be sure to say thanks in chat. We got Callie Chol, which is probably Callie Chloe, right? Look at how my brain works. Tyleronius. Oh, I'm off to a great start. WolfGen65, Rarefed Gem 179, GP Daz, Danyikia MC. Are these harder than usual? Don Lindak Leo. I am the Atlas, capturing trees, Viking plot, AC in Tuck, Slowboy86, I Juicy, Trobbybots, NX Thor, Legoland BC, Tracy Cole, the Zodiac, Mantigag, Shawshank 1313. Thank you so much again, Bait Antonil. Appreciate it as always, my dude. We've got Cruising Psycho here subscribing as well. Dang! Dang, those are some names getting butchered and murdered right there. Butchered and murdered. So that's the 2-block gap that will cause them to connect. Excellent. This thing needs to be running, I think is one of the comments that I made now. That thing needs to be 12. This thing is doing its thing. The things, this thing, that thing, something, nothing. Okay. Ooh! Me like that. That's like the only one new thing though. Well, that's what we're going to use. Okay. So, at the back here, I kind of like this idea of doing, like, just one layer one colour, the next layer a different colour. It'll be a bit stripy. Actually, I think I know what I'm going to do. I've got something in my head. Rather than explain it, I'll just create what's in my head, and y'all can tell me if it's alright later or not, okay? That's how we're going to roll with this one. That's how we're going to roll. I'm going to put myself in a bit of a hole here. Do not recommend. Okay, ugh, God, this water. There it is, there it is. Right, now. Need to put down the torch in here, and I need to get out of here. So around the front, fill that in. Any more sugarcane? Not at the moment. Oh, I didn't check. I did not check to see if we actually got any sugarcane yet. Oh! Silly me. Bait Antonil's gifted another sub to Mercelator. Thank you, my dude. Thank you for another gifted sub. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Appreciate it as always. Okay, we gotta go with this thing. And we're gonna go 1 block deep. That's probably actually gonna be 3 and 3. And oh yeah, that's it. Okay, that's as much as I'm getting. Let's do this wall first. Right, cool. So, we're going to put these ones at this level. Except, I've already done it wrong. Then I'm going to do this in these spots. Which actually makes using the wand tool kind of irrelevant now. Great. Cat Pickle, glad you enjoy the streams, my dude. To all the peeps that enjoy the streams, there's lots of nice messages I see. Be sure to hit that follow button. And, oh my goodness me, I just noticed what the time is. It has flown by today. Flown by. Dang, yo. It has flown by. Whoa, there it goes! And we got a visitor. Right, and that should mean there'll be some things on the floor that I need to go replant, right? Okay, then when we get over to this space, we've got the extra bit of space here at the front. We don't want to worry about that, though. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Let's throw down a couple of extra torches in these areas. Or maybe not there. Oh, actually, this is going to end up being a wall. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm being a silly goose. It would be kind of cool if some of the more technical hermits did a side SMP using crate mods as like an... I like the sound of that, but you know, one thing at a time. Right. Sugarcane. Pillar. Brick wall. What? Okay. Now we've got to go out the front again. It's my armor. My armor's going to break, isn't it? I need some new armor. There it is. I was like, where's the sugarcane at? Am I going mad? Right, we've got a pretty good sugarcane thing going on. Now what we're going to do is take it to the ceiling. How tall do I want this room to be? Because it only needs to be a particular height. So we can bring this out to about here, at which point I feel like I might just want to smooth that out a little bit, you know? Oh yeah, so this could have torches on it. I forgot that that was nestled in. Right, it is time to make many more of these blocks. So we are going to need many more for now. Cool. And we got Derpy Tomcat here for 7 months. Just started a new survival world and man does it feel good. Loving the stream. Yeah, it's always cool to start a new world. You know me though, I'm a like an end game player, so I kind of like being in the world for a long time. But yeah, the beginning is like not exactly my favorite, but there is a charm to it. That fresh start, like getting going. So I think I might just make it. I feel like it would be too small to just settle there. We'll make it 1 block higher. I do actually have this. What? Oh. Like being trolled all of a sudden. You know, not that I would ever troll anyone. I don't deserve that. I don't deserve being trolled. Oh, up it goes. So yeah, then up at this level, right? The roof is going to be orange. And that's my big idea. Now, if I were putting more effort into this, if I were like, this is Hermitcraft level stuff right here, I reckon what would be really cool is... Let's get down here. Is having like the water trickle out of the side and drop down. That would have looked amazing. But you know how we... Uh-oh. You know how we roll over here. This is just about getting things done and learning the create mod, so... Oh yeah, also that's a bit wasteful, isn't it? Okay, there we go. Let's now bring it all the way over. Because that is the roof. And the roof is on fire. A couple more of these, please. And we can do it from back here because we've got the old extendo grip. Talk about a good job, like in one stream. Pretty good, I think. Oh, extendo grip can surely... Oh, am I out of the block? I was going to say, the extendo grip could surely reach down there. Surely don't call me Shirley. Where are my torches at? They're on my hotbar. Ender Dan says X would never troll. What a bit of truth right there. An eternal truth, you know? The kind of truth that will never change. What mod shows the items at the top of the screen? That's called Walia, which stands for what am I looking at? That's like a pretty standard thing to have in these mod packs. Sweet, now I'm trapped up the top. Yeah, that's pretty alright, I think. Pretty alright for a not really trying to make a work of art type thing. It's pretty alright. Kind of hard to... Yeah, there you go. That's the bit. That's what we want. Alrighty then. Thanks to these building tools, this room's going to get done so quick. Right, and then I need the other type. Well, that thing... God, I thought it was going to take me head off. Just comes racing out like a machine of death on wheels, doesn't it? I'll tell you what, it's probably working. Oh, I've got something above my head. I do. I do indeed. That's interesting. I never put that all the way over, apparently. Loving the music, says Hey Indeed. Glad you are. This is the soundtrack to the game Into the Breach, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Ben... Oh! Oh, that's not good. Don't call it a derp! Oh, they're going to call it a derp, aren't they? What would have been a real derp is if that I then used Vein Miner to break the rest of that back. That would have been a colossal derp. An epic failure. The facepalm of all facepalms. Oh yeah, I left my I left this thing down here. Dang, beautiful room. Somehow the three colours look really nice together because they're... I don't know why they look so nice together actually. It's like a contrast thing. It reminds me of Cubfan. Cubfan loves to use bold, vivid colour in his builds. It gives me those Cubfan vibes, this room. Obviously, if it were a Cubfan room, it would be 20 times bigger and more elaborately decorated. Okay, let's go with that and then just make a little tunnel. Oh, right. Left that over, okay. Let's have a little tunnel going to the back of the room. Should, yeah, not get in the way of anything else. There we go. So now we can get around the back here and collect our sugarcane. So we need like a hopper and a chest for now. I don't think I'm going to do the belt stuff today. And if I'm prepared for the wither farm by the time we next stream, we'll probably focus on that. Now, I don't know if the next stream will be tomorrow or not. It's probably not. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do a video today that I needed to do. If I'd have got that done this morning, then it would have been set to do one tomorrow. I might, maybe, possibly do one tomorrow evening. But if I don't, I'm pretty sure I'm not doing one on Monday. And Tuesday is the release of Minecraft 1.17, so probably Tuesday evening will be the next definite stream. As for between now and then, it'll be a wait and see. Oh, and I'm also going to have a good old think about that with a skeleton farm as well. Right, let's go put this in here. Oh, and we've got to check up on the cow farm. Like, how did that do? Because we completely forgot about that. Oh, and I need to build up the entrance a little bit, maybe. Imagine Cubfan playing Create, says Weirdly. Oh, I'd love to make that happen. That would be superb, wouldn't it? Okay, so now we've got a home for our sugarcane, and it looks like it's going to start really pumping it out, because the way that sugarcane grows, and with this in mind, I could clearly have that thing coming out a little faster. Notice how all the growing ones are at the front of the room. They're the ones that we planted first. So these things have a growth stage, You can't actually see it on the side, but it takes them a while to like tick up to a certain growth stage. They'll just say age 0. And once it ticks up there and you break the one on top, it stays at its growth stage, meaning it grows the next one like relatively quickly again. So once they all reach that peak stage, then they'll all just be growing fast. So yeah, this thing could definitely be rolled out a little more frequently. Let's set it to like 30 seconds. Stop being braining Minecraft, please. Big braining Minecraft. What are you on about, big braining Minecraft? I'm just explaining some of the mechanics so you can understand things about the game. Let's actually just go with 45. I think that's pretty reasonable. Does bone meal set its growth stage faster? I believe bone meal doesn't interact with sandstone as I remember it. Right, so we need one more little deco fire. And then we need some dolomite going to the top. But dang, what a pretty room. Oh, perfect timing. Perfect timing. Ow! What was the other thing I just had another, like, brain flash of, oh, I need to do this thing, and then I've completely forgotten immediately after, so maybe it wasn't that important. We've done the storage. That was important. We're going to put this out the front. We've got the lighting thing to do. Oh yeah, never collected any, not a single piece of coal, right? Oh my word, where on earth are we going to get some coal from? Jeez. Just, I don't know. There you go, fix that as well. So that belongs there. I was half expecting to need to put a torch up there. I probably will. Okay, that's good. Cow farm check. Thank you. Thank you. Lieri? You are absolutely right. That was the other thing. That was definitely the other thing. There you go. Right, another room set up in one. That feels like it's been a while since we've done a whole project in one stream from start to end. But there it is, and it's sugarcane. These graffiti artists. Ugh. Leaving signs in my base. I'm not going to place any more of those blocks right now. So the cow farm, the way we check up on it is by seeing what drops we got. So, first of all, cooked. Still the same. Beef. Definitely got more. So, it's not dropping cooked beef, which I find interesting. Leather. Got more again. Kind of on the slow side, I've got to admit. I'd have expected more after this amount of time. So, let's go ahead and check out how many cows we got up here. It might be a case of needing more of these, but we don't need a crazy amount of leather, I don't think, so I'm kind of happy with that. It does look like there's a lack of wheat in the middle. One thing I observed is that they tend to just chew through the wheat as it arrives. This thing, however, should be giving it relatively frequent wheat. I see another patch over here where there's no seeds. So that just sent some more. So it is getting some periodically. Now I'm going to guess that none of the wheat makes it through to here though. Yeah, pretty sure that means none of it does compared to the wheat seeds, right? So you can kind of see what's going on there. And people are just hanging out in my base again, you know? Just a place to chill, apparently. It's a place to chill. Yeah. That's what a base should be, right? My friends, we have reached the end of our streaming time today. I'm sorry I couldn't have streamed for longer. By the way, Zed's about to do a world tour. I'm not sure if that's season 3 of Hermitcraft. No, it wouldn't have been. Zed joined in season 5. I don't know. Zedaf's going to start streaming soon. So we'll raid Zedaf. So you got some more Minecraft action. I don't think he's doing create, but anyway. Yo peeps, hit that follow button, then hit that raid button. And thank you to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. Thank you to all of my patrons, supporters, and all the gifted subs. It's always appreciated. And that'll be it from me today, so take care of yourselves, peeps. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.